Hey, my name is Zach Koerber. I am a co-founder here at Contracts Connected, where we are automating the entire contract and compliance paperwork process for the construction industry. And today we have a really exciting announcement around change orders. Change orders is something that we've really been asked for a lot from our users, and it's finally here in a really robust way. And what we're going to do here in just a few clicks is we're going to fully issue a change order against a fully committed contract with a vendor. And then we're going to watch how the system is going to kind of report that, show that, and track that and log the documents, put the e-signature stuff in the right spot and all that kind of stuff. So let's get right into it. Now, I'm going to click add very easily and then click add change order or issue change order. Now, I get to pick which project within my Contracts Connected account I need to issue this change order against. For this one particularly, I'm going to be doing the repair well project. And I'm just going to click next here. And now I'll be able to see underneath that project all of the different commitments here. Now I'm just going to see one commitment because I only have one commitment that's been fully executed, meaning both parties have signed this agreement for the windows on this particular project. Now, if I had multiple, I'd see multiple here and I'd be able to select multiple. So think about change orders that are like $0 change orders that you need to issue to all of your vendors on a specific project. You could do that here very easily. So I'm going to click next because I'm just going to issue it against this one that's been fully executed. And then I get to see my templates. So you actually get to upload your unique change order template. We do not force you at Contracts Connected to ever use our default, you have to issue change orders and they have to look like this if they're coming from our system. One unique thing about Contracts Connected is we take your existing documents, the way that your vendors are used to working with you, and our system automatically fills them out and routes them for e-signature very, very easily and autonomously. So you can have all of these different change order templates here if you have multiple different types that you issue. But for me, I just have one change order template loaded into my account. So I'm going to select that one that I want to issue. Next, I'm going to be able to kind of decide what to put into this change order. So let's say that I'm going to issue a change order for $40,000. Here you'll be able to see the original amount in which we issued this contract for, the prior change order. So we have one fully executed change order that was for $10,000. This is the second change order that I'm now issuing. And then I'm going to see the total amount, revised total. The system's also going to look at your change order template and say, what do you fill out in your change order template? Do you put the, scope contract number, otherwise known, some people call it a subcontract number. Some people use work order numbers. Some use purchase order numbers. This is that number here. You can modify the inclusions, exclusions, and then you can basically set a signer at the vendor's organization in which you want to send this to. So I'm going to preview this document. So we're going to see your template, or in this case, my template, fully filled out by system. So I can see what it's going to look like when I issue it to this vendor. So here you can see that it's pulling in all of this information. It's pulling in the dollar amounts and so on. And then I'm going to be able to see how it's going to be signed by, Zach, both companies in this case. But this is just a quick example for you guys to see the systems grabbing that information and placing it into your template without anybody having to do any copy and pasting. So after I preview it, if I like it, I can now just issue it. So I'm going to click issue change order. The system's going to fill that out. It's going to route it for e-signature. It's going to put an email in the vendor's inbox. Now the vendor can sign this change order just by clicking a link in their email and then executing it. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to pause my screen and we're going to go over to the vendor account, click the email, and then sign this change order. All right, so I clicked the email in my vendor account. It took me straight to this page where I now can see a couple of things. I can see the change order here, but before I sign this change order, I can also see some other information. I can see the original contract amount. I can see the amount of this change order. And then this is going to be the total with the previous change orders added into it as well for the total amount associated with all the change orders together. And then I'll see the revised commitment amount here. So let's take a look at this change order. It's going to look exactly like we saw it in the preview. This is going to be your template filled out. And now I can come in here and fully sign it. So I'm going to basically click sign, my signature, And then I'm going to be able to complete the agreement, and it's going to ask me for an identity verification. We have this turned on just to make the e-signatures a little bit more robust. So let me pause my screen, complete this verification, and then let's see how it looks like in the prime contractor account after. Okay, so I'm back in my prime contractor account here, and I can see in my to-dos that I need to sign this change order. Windows, it's change order 002 because the system's automatically taking care of the naming structure around which change order is this. And what I can see here is it's showing projected because this hasn't been fully executed yet. I still need to sign it as the prime. So I can come in here and I can click sign change order. It's going to look just the same. It's just an e-signature experience. And what I do is come in here, click sign, put my signature for my profile, complete agreement, same thing, verification. So let me pause my screen, verify my signature, and let me show you exactly where all this stuff is reflected inside of our accounts. Okay, so I verified my signature, and now I can see that this change order is showing fully executed as the status here. I'll be able to see that these projected amounts are now gone. So this is all fully executed, showing that the $90,000 original commitment amount with the change order for this one being 40,000, and then the total amount of change orders, because this is between change orders 1 and 2, is now reflecting $50,000, leaving us with $140,000 as a total commitment amount. So this is also going to reflect in a few places underneath my project. If I go to scopes, I'll see that there's some new columns here that are being populated with this same information. So we've issued $50,000 between the two change orders, and leaving us with this revised amount for the commitment of 140. If I click on this scope even further, I'll be able to come in here and drill into this at a deeper level as well. So I'll be able to see the different change orders. They're both fully executed. I would be able to see it, if this is pending the vendor signature, if it's pending our internal team signature. I could click on either of these change orders to go open that document, check out the details around it. But this is now reflecting that source of truth. You'll see that this has all been fully executed. So everything is now done. And when the documents are fully executed and signed, you'll be able to come to this document section here and see they're all being filed away, and the files are actually renamed properly with the change order number reflected on the back. So, this is how you guys set up your settings on how you want your files named. For this particular account, I have a subcontractor name, EIN number, project name, and then it's a change order, and which change order is it. So just with a couple of clicks, no manual entry, no downloading documents, no DocuSign, drag this for the e-signature, none of that. It's all being reflected and accurately tracked across your entire Contracts Connected platform, making contracts and compliance that much easier. So it's very simple. This is available anywhere on your guys' platform. Just click new change order, which project you want to get into, and then issue it and be done with it very, very fast, and have all the automations in the background take care of all the heavy lifting that is associated with getting a change order out the door. Thanks. We have a lot of really exciting updates coming in the coming months, so stay tuned for those. But till then, I'll see you on the next one.